split pea soup with all this stuff.
So, rundown. Okay, I already have some coconut oil in the big pot, and I'm going to add to that half a large onion, sweet onion, and 4 smallish cloves of garlic. That's that right there, you can see. I've got 2 medium to small size sweet potatoes, because a lot of times potato is great in a split pea soup, but I'm kind of in the mood to do something a little bit sweeter, a little bit healthier. It's sweet potato is packed with so many more nutrients, so I figured that would be awesome. I've got 2 carrots cut up here, 2 stalks of celery, about 3 good-sized sprigs of parsley. I chopped up, pretty coarsely, and also I chopped up the stems too. It's organic, so I figured why not. And then my spices, and I've got some amazing spices from the Indian food supply store. So I have some coriander, which is actually cilantro. The dried seeds of cilantro is coriander, so now you know. I got some ginger powder, yum yum yum. Some turmeric, delicious, excellent, anti-inflammatory. Ginger, great for circulation. But yeah, turmeric's anti-inflammatory. It's amazing if you have any pain, any inflammation, swollen joints, any of that stuff. Turmeric's right up your alley. It's even good for acne. It's just awesome. And then some sea salt, Bob's Red Mill. Then I'm going to do some red pepper, some thyme, maybe a little rosemary. Some onion and garlic. Just get that in there, give it a good shake. And we will start stirring it up. I had it on a low heat. I'm putting it now on medium. I just had it, set up a little bit while I was cutting up the vegetables and getting everything ready. But I can get it a little hotter now that I'm getting ready to cook. Oh, that looks so good, and it smells awesome too. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to actually put in some of the spices. So a lot of times, I'll put spices in later, but if you're making something like a stew, it's actually really great to put the spices in first, because it really gets in there with the oil, which brought, coconut oil, healthy, and, the onion and garlic, and just kind of starts to simmer, and they all mix together, and then the flavors are so much stronger. So, let's see, got coriander. Let's see how good I am with one hand. I definitely need to find some way to mount my camera, so this is easier. But anyway, so about, let's see, almost 1 of the coriander. Let's do about a little less than a teaspoon, shake of ginger. As you can see, not very high tech. I just have my big bags in baggies for now, because they're so large. I need to get some spice dishes, but I've just been putting it off. So we'll do about, a little more, 1 teaspoon turmeric. So healthy for you. You should really try and get about a teaspoon of turmeric a day at least in your diet, says me. And then sea salt. I'm just going to do, you can see it start to sizzle. A good sprinkle. There you go. That's about maybe like half a teaspoon, and I'll put some more in later to taste. Then I will add fresh parsley. Give it a good stir. It starts to change color nicely. Oh, that is good. Yum and yum and yum. I do love cooking because I do love eating. So, yeah, can you tell? Alright, awesome. Now we'll put some thyme in. And I'm just going to give it, a nice sprinkle. I'd say that's about almost a teaspoon. A little less rosemary. Just maybe like quarter to a half, and then some cayenne because I like the spice. And a great thing I actually found out about cayenne, which I find really interesting, is that if you put cayenne in your food, in general, you know, if you use like the spicy peppers in general, like cayenne, cumin, paprika, you know, your red peppers, your hot peppers, that kind of thing. Sorry for the brain fart moment. But anyway, if you add them to your food, then you're not as hungry after you eat, because it really does amp up your metabolism, and it helps to make you feel fuller. So that's something that I've really been doing, because I like to eat a lot, and I'm just always hungry, it seems like. And I used to have, people used to joke I have such a high metabolism, but I'm getting a little older now, and it's not as easy, so I definitely want to make sure that works well. Anyway, okay, so now I can start putting my other ingredients in. So my onions, you could see, and my garlic were starting to turn whitish. Add my celery, get that going. Add the rest of my celery here. Sweet potatoes in the bowl. Carrots in the bowl. And now this one might be hard to do with one hand, but we'll give it a try. These are the lovely split peas, and they've been soaking for like a little over 24 hours, honestly. And I changed the water at least 3 times during the time, maybe even 4, I think. Just like every 6 to 8 hours, I just kind of changed it. Whenever it started to get filmy, I was just like, okay, time to change the water. Stir, get things mixed, and then add water. And I'm actually making this in a pressure cooker because it's one of the best purchases I ever made, and I love it. And it makes things cook so quickly. So I'm going to make this like a nice kind of creamy split pea dish. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to add water, put this on the pressure cooker for about, let's see, about 12 minutes on the second ring. And when it's done, it'll be awesome. So now I'm adding water. And when you're using the pressure cooker, if you want it to just cook like beans, for instance, you can add the water, the liquid. You could use like a vegetable stock or even a meat stock to it. But what you do is you would add it so that there's about, just watch me put my clean finger in here. See, the water should go to about here on your finger, which I'm guessing is about like an inch above the beans. And that's same thing with making rice, and that's about a good amount to let it soak up the water. Since I'm making a soupy kind of dish, like more like a hearty stew, add a little bit more liquid. Okay? Do we have all our spices? I do believe we do. Okay, so now we can turn up the heat to high because we really want this to get cooking. And I'm going to take the trusty lid of my pressure cooker. I'm going to put on said lid and turn, which locks it in place. Okay, so now the heat's going to rise on here pretty quickly, and then when it rises to, you can see it'll rise as it gets heated. It's first ring, the red ring, and then second red ring. Can you see them right there, those 2 red rings right there? This is where you want it to get to. This is like typically where with the second ring is like the hotter heat, and I'm going to just let these go. So once it gets to that point, then it'll be turned down to low heat. I'll set the timer for 12 minutes and let it cook. When the timer goes off, I will take it off the heat, let the thing slowly go back, open it up. Yay. So that's kind of how it's going to work. I'll put the camera off and then come back and watch the magic when it's all cooked. Okay, bye. Okay, we're back. As you can see, the pressure cooker, the pressure has gone back down. It's safe to open it, so it opens real easy. Just kind of open and ta-da! Steam condensation drips a bit, so we'll just stick that there. Now take a look in. You can see the nice soup quality. Nice and thick. Just give it a good stir. You can see the spices tend to float on top a little bit, some of them, but a lot of them are absorbed through. Oh, that looks so good. You can see the sweet potato pieces. You can see the carrots. You know, the celery and the parsley and everything's a little harder to see because it's about the same color, that like yellowy green color. It's so pretty. Oh, and it smells so good. Oh, awesome. So it's going to be pretty hot for a little while. It cools. But I will give it a taste. And then we can see if it needs any extra spices. So, that is really good. Like, sickeningly good. Yeah, that's total winter food. Perfect. It's cold in here, Pittsburgh, so this is perfect. I'm just going to add a little bit more salt. Just a smidge. Maybe like, I don't know, 1/8 to 1/4 more teaspoon. And I think I'm going to also add a little bit of pepper. Just give it a little more, you know, bang. There you go. Some sprinkles. Another nice stir. Oh, that's so good. So good. I do love soup. Okay, perfect winter food for me is soup. Honestly, I can even eat soup in like the summertime. I'm just a freak like that, but especially in the winter, oh, a good soup like that is just perfect. So, I'm going to just kind of pour some in my bowl. You can see all those nice veggies. So we have some awesome veggies in here. We have, you know, some really, really good protein. Nice healthy split pea protein. Perfect. You could put this, actually I have some quinoa in the fridge, so I might put a little quinoa in here. You could put a little bit of brown rice in there, some millet, you know, whatever suits your fancy. Or just by itself. It's perfect. So I need a little more broth. So let's see what kind of spoon I have that will do that job for me. You know what? Kind of unpredictable. I'm going to use my ice cream scooper to do the job. And it actually will. So yeah, this is the non-traditional kitchen. I use whatever's available, and this is what's clean and in front of me at the moment. So basically, I just want to get some more broth because I really love the brothy part of the soup. Because what would be soup without the broth, right? All that nourishing liquid in the body. So it's getting good. It's getting good here. Oh, that looks perfect. Perfecto. Beautiful. And I'm thinking I cut up while I was waiting some green onion and some cilantro. And I figure since we use the coriander, which is the seed of the cilantro, use some fresh cilantro in there on top would be quite nice. Just give it a good little sprinkle. Beautiful, beautiful. And some green onion. Because I just, you know, even when I'm making cooked food, I just love that nice, fresh, raw, wholesome quality of fresh veggies, or fresh anything, I guess, because it's life, and we like life. There, that's really beautiful. So I think we are good to go. I got my spoon, and I'm going to eat.